What's this? Alright. Back again, 2 days in a row. This stream, I'm streaming before my video premieres is scheduled to go up on YouTube, which is kind of funny. Gonna do some more Destiny today, and like I said in my last video, I'll be probably taking a little break after this, just so I can, you know, properly move my stuff into my new room. If I'm not fully moved in by the end of the week, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, let's get into this week on Destiny 2. Let's see the progress on Sync 14, Mithrax, and the Splicers. Also, just a note, at some point, still a lot of time for people to jump in. A lot of people do stream starting soon and all that. I sadly don't do that. Because I don't have the stuff to do that with. So I just start immediately because I stream and then put this on YouTube. Just a little insight on how I do things. So yeah, sorry for anyone that joins in and misses stuff. Good thing this goes up on YouTube, so. Another note. At some point I will get the Series X. Later this year, probably. Probably around my birthday. Reason is, or a big reason, of course, is better quality for this. For any game I have. And Halo Infinite was announced. I didn't get a chance to talk about this in Resident Evil because it's Resident Evil, you don't really get a chance to talk. But Halo Infinite got announced. I'm excited for that. I am so excited for Halo Infinite. Also, yes, I equipped new emblems onto my characters, because why the hell not? Felt like I had the other ones too long. I think I have all the helmets now. I have like all the Splicer ornaments now. Yeah, so I'm really excited for Halo Infinite. Like, that shit's gonna be... I am definitely streaming the multiplayer. No doubt about that. I am also need to get back on my Halo campaign playthroughs. So, at some point that will happen. I need to play 1 through 5 with ODST. So yeah, definitely plan on doing that, just so I can get caught up for Halo Infinite story-wise. I'm excited for the armor system. I'm excited for everything they're doing with Halo Infinite multiplayer. And other things. Like, the campaign is definitely interesting, and I'm actually really excited for it. I'm really excited for the campaign to see where the story goes from 5 and from Halo Wars 2, because Halo Wars 2, it takes a place, because the whole, not Cabal, I was so caught up on Destiny. The whole thing of Halo Wars 2 was the comeback of the brutes. Now that the brutes are back, we're dealing with them again, and the fact that we're dealing with them again means, so yeah, I'm curious. We're dealing with them in Infinite, because Halo Wars 2 actually also mentioned Cortana a little bit in Infinite, or in Halo Wars 2. So hopefully Cortana gets situated, like we know, like we learn what happens to her. Because if you haven't seen the trailer, I recommend go see it for the story. If you want to know what happens. So I hope they straight on like tell you what happens or show what happens instead of say you have to read a book to find out what happened to Cortana. Because I hate that shit. They did that with Didac, they did that with Halsey. Because from Halo 4 to 5, you find out Halsey loses her arm in between games in a book, which sucks. And Didac dies. Again, in a comic. Not in the damn actual game. Like, bruh. It's kind of insulting. That the people that just play the games and don't read up on, like, the books and stuff. Especially if the books are freaking chapter books. They're freaking like a phone book thick. And there's no visuals. Like, it sucks that you don't see what happens to Halsey. Didac I can forgive because it's a comic, so you kind of see what happens, but still, kind of wish they summed it up in the game, but they didn't. God damn it. Excuse me, I'm burping. Kinda wish I didn't get that helmet, because I got that helmet way too many times. Or I powered it up and then I got it 2 more times after that, so. Let's go straight into it. So yeah. I'm excited for Infinite, excited for what they're doing. A lot of people are saying it looks Halo 3, Halo Reach looking, which I'm actually really happy for because I liked Halo Reach and I liked Halo 3, so. And the grapple, so they have armor abilities it looks like, but they're not armor abilities. Like it looks like they're arm abilities, like they go on your arm. For example, grapple hook, reflector, possibly like a. Why is this so in my face? There you go. What's the other thing that they have? I think a deployable shield. Kind of like a barricade shield that the Titans in this game have. Okay, the Vex stuff didn't really affect this area of the helm too much, and it's now affecting this area of the helm. Huh. I'll speak more later about my thoughts on Infinite.
Guardian, light guides your path. Though I believe darkness lies ahead for you. I expected your assaults to weaken the Vex. But I reach into the network now, and it pulls. Hungry. Greedy. Like slogging through mud. I felt this when you first walked through the network. You pushed into their system, and something malevolent pushed back. The sacred Splicer must know the Vex. Must understand what can and cannot be bent, yes. They are like the seasons, or the great seas. They surge and flow like a primal force. They cannot be manipulated, and yet something is doing just that. I do not know what it is, or why it has targeted your city. But I see the great machine hanging above, and I worry. This endless night has greater purpose. Be cautious now, Guardian. Darkness is coming for you. Shine your light on the truth.
Hopefully I can. It's funny the way you said that. When Mithrak speaks to you this time, his tone is different. His usual spiritual optimism is tempered by foreboding? Foreboding? I don't know. He feels a malevolent force pulling from the center of the Vex network. The same force he noticed when you first stepped into the network on Europa. He fears the Vex are being manipulated somehow, and that the endless night has a greater purpose than he initially thought. Darkness is coming for you. The Vex must be disrupted before it's too late. 7 steps, huh? How many unlocks do I have? I have this, and then I have 4 more. Just grabbing all these. What's going on? Nothing here. Alright. Seven steps, huh? I already had 3 of 7, but still. Oh yeah, I need to juice this thing back up. There you go. Oh yeah, let me check something real fast. They added that challenges mode. Okay, I thought that would be different. Okay. We're going back to the Tingle Shore. So it's up and I'll look at the seasonal challenges. Let's see. Defeat champions champions defeat an override and expunge. Let me look at the damn thing. Powerful Vex. Reputation, I need 3 more. Yeah, let me check something. What's the one? One of these had like the... I guess it doesn't. Powerful Vex, champions, reputation, shotguns. I think I have one maybe. Defeat Guardians and Gambit, and Stagger, Pierce, or Disrupt. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot too. But I don't think I need too much now since I'm at the level I'm at. Do I have a shotgun? It lets me look at my weapons. I do! Perfect. Everything all juiced up, powered up.
Forces rally. If they regain the terminal, our incursion will fail. Repel their assault.
I need ammo now.
Revealed in layers. Override the passcode to gain deeper access. machine spawn collect their forces. Gather your light and prepare for battle.
Yeah, they're using Scorn. Jesus. Where are you going?
A sacred Splicer must feel the Vex as you feel the light. I sense a hidden doorway nearby. Enter and secure the data.
Wonder who else. I wonder if there's anyone else that does playthrough parts like I do with Destiny, or just waits until the season's over and do a seasonal summary. I'm actually really curious on that.
Splicer tech must work, because the Vex are converging to shut it down. Trying to fix their
I'm really
broken
curious
code.
what the endless name
Deal
is.
with the Vex, but keep one eye on the terminal.
I'm curious what the endless night is for. I'm curious what's going to happen to the Elixir, and I'm curious on what is Lakshmi planning. I swear to God, if Lakshmi ends up being the bad guy here, I'm gonna be I'll honestly be surprised, because I'm like, if she's manipulating the Vex network this much, then how powerful is she for an EXO? Also, that'll tie into Focus a bit, because she's an EXO, so I wonder if she was purposely made for disrupting the Vex or something. Or interfacing with the Vex network.
The vortex resists manifestation. A final surge of data will force it into being.
That will be. Because then, like, isn't she not like a normal EXO? She can, like, do stuff that other EXOs can't really do. And she wasn't made the same, like, kind of like how Felwinter wasn't. If you guys didn't know, from back, I think I recorded the Felwinter story. Like, the whole bunker, the moon bunker whole thing where we got shotgun. I think I recorded that, but I'm not fully sure. If I didn't, I'll sum it up. Basically, Rasputin made Felwinter, but Felwinter died, I guess, and got reborn as a guardian, so he forgot where his origins were. And Rasputin was pissed at that, so he tried to kill Phil Winter at every chance he could, and that's what caused the whole Siva thing to happen, because he's like, oh, you're back now, I can properly take you back. And instead, he killed his own. Technically, Rasputin killed his own son. In terms of Phil.
This is their last attempt to lock you out. The vortex is almost open. The path to the Vexnet is revealed. Into the vortex. This place is strange. Like a machine ascendant's plane. I do not like it. Destroy their leader and get out of there.
Shit.
Nothing can save these machines from your life.
Okay, that's actually kind of cool.
Destroy them.
His armor actually reminds me of Halo a bit. I hope there's a looter here. There's a looter goblin.
Strange to hear sympathy for such an accomplished warrior. Tell me, Mithrax Kell, how many humans have died in your hands? Dozens? Hundreds?
You are right to question sincerity. I have killed many humans, even some guardians, and reveled in violence. But I hope now that our violent past will create a future peace.
Corrupted, huh?
If not, the darkness triumphs already.
I hope I don't have to have another person to help me with this. It's instantly a shotgun. What am I doing? I hope this isn't, since it's weak, since it's now corrupted, I hope it doesn't actually, like, I hope it's not too hard for me to do on my own. Ayo. Oh yeah, I have a new emote, which I'll equip this one too. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, that's the one I want to put on my Titan, but I already have something equipped to my Titan. Technically, I could do some other do some changes of what has what, but this ghost kind of reminds me of something from Apex. That kind of goes with the ship I have. Ooh, I could get this Dreamcaster. That actually looks kind of badass looking. What's this? Not that. Oh, this is the emote. Okay, good thing I didn't buy the emote. Because this is the emote that you paid for with silver. So that's kind of, it's cool that they put it in the shop like that. So people can get it now. Let me equip this emote real fast. There we go. New emotes equipped. Let me actually check my, what is this looking like? It's looking, okay, almost done. Getting there. Those two should be done. I'm curious what this is gonna be. It's still hidden for a reason. I think it's, I wouldn't be surprised if it's about the epilogue. Oh, you can pick the version, normal and corrupted. Oh, good thing I have an unstoppable mod. Let's see. When the lava domain collapsed, it was not destroyed, but infected by an incursion of Taken? Ooh, wait a minute. Yo, it's about time we fight Taken again. We haven't fought Taken in a long time. There's no Taken. Well, not a long time, but you know what I mean. The only Taken are on the Dreaming City, and that's only during week 3. And the only other Taken is in the Dark Forest, but we don't really go there anymore. We don't go to the Dreaming City really during you know what I mean, during the 3rd week that much.
Proceed through the temporal breachway and infiltrate the Vex's subnetwork. Focus on the task at hand. Do not be distracted by your senses.
no shortcuts. That shit. I hate that. I hate that jump so much because you bounce off the wall and it's so annoying. Now that was a shitty spawn. That was a really shitty spawn. It literally spawned me getting knocked off, so that was nice. There you go. Don't wait. Ow! Okay, that wasn't gentle. I didn't have my... Okay. Sure. I'm getting slightly annoyed. It literally just made me fall to my death instead of gliding me like it's supposed to. How did the Taken get into the Vex? Uh-oh. The fact that the Taken are getting into the Vex network now is not good at all. Because the Taken being in the Vex network means either Savathun managed to get a hold of the Taken, or not a hold of the Taken, a hold of the Vex. Yeah, I need to steady myself. Either Savathun is now taking over the areas that we cleared out. He's either taking over the areas that we've cleared out. Pretty much we're helping her, and that's not good.
The Vex are able to divide themselves between the material world and this place to engineer their plans. This is not unlike the Ascendant Plane, which raises many questions.
Also, I'm really starting to not believe what people are saying that... Okay, with that line, I'm actually curious. Well, actually... It could still lead to what people are thinking. A lot of people are thinking Osiris is corrupted by Savathun ever since maybe Season of the Hunt when he lost to Gira. But there's been some lines that suspect this, but I still have my doubts whether he is. Because if he really is taken over by Savathun, we're about to lose. I have a feeling we're either gonna I kind of hope we don't lose him. But we might get to the point where we might have to kill Osiris. Or Osiris dies from Savathun. And if that happens, we lose a great kind of a great character in the terms of Destiny lore. And Destiny story, because Osiris is an interesting character. Ever since the lore from Destiny 1 to the Curse of Osiris to Season of Dawn, Season of Worthy. Pretty much any season he's in, and any season that Sagira is. And the whole thing with Sagira took a toll on him. Hell, last season took a toll on him. Because he had to work with Title and all that. I'm gonna mess this up. I didn't see the jump. So I'm now really curious about what's gonna happen with Osiris. Like I said, if he gets corrupted and either we have to kill him or Savathun kills him. Or makes him monster. Then I don't know what's gonna happen after that. Because that's gonna hurt Ikora even more. And that's gonna affect the future of the Vanguard and all that. One thing to mention, which is interesting. That was not pleasant. That was not nice. Oh yeah, that's gonna really affect Saint 14. Osiris dies. I guess we'll see, because there's like a lot of things that could happen. Oh yeah, now I remember. Doesn't have a theory, I don't know who came up with it, that Savathun is friendly. I'm like, how? How is Savathun friendly? Also, I do not remember that being there before. That button. I do not remember that button being there before. I'm gonna get a clear shot. Why was these three of them stacked on each other like that? I highly doubt Savathun's going to be friendly. If she is, that would be a really big shock. Yeah, why would she kill their brother? Unless she thinks her brother's overfilled. I'm kind of glad there wasn't like there wasn't a challenge that said defeat powerful Taken, because that would kind of spoil this. Or defeat Taken in Override, or not Taken, in Override, but Taken in here. In Expunge, because that would kind of spoil it. that would kind of spoil the surprise that Taken are literally taking over the sponge areas we've cleared out. Definitely need multiple people to clear this under 10 minutes or 6 minutes for that other one. Mithrak's not gonna say anything. Also, people are suspecting Savathun and a Vex Mine are working together. And that's why the Endless Night is a
Once
thing?
more, the Vex fall into our trap. Destroy them all. Bring this domain crumbling down.
Oh, it's not taken. Okay. Yeah, if we were saying like Savathun's working with a Vex Mine, and now I'm starting to believe it. Because maybe that's why we're in Endless Night, is because of the Vex Mind working with Savathun in order to make the Endless Night. At least they're doing stuff to make this more interesting. They had to take it. Instead of making... Sure they didn't make a new expunge, but that's fine. I'm actually curious. So I'm guessing the other ones are going to be also infested with Taken in the coming weeks. The other expunges are going to be infested with Taken. Even Override might be infested with Taken later. Which I don't mind, it makes it slightly different. Even though it's basically the same. But it is a little trickier with all the Taken. Because the Taken makes this a lot harder actually. With all like the pushing shit and grenades that appear when you expunge them. Okay, sure. Also, he's taking no damage from my rockets. There we go. It's delayed. At least you don't have to do this one. Doing this with multiple people definitely will make this faster, and I need to still do it under 10 minutes to get that one challenge done. And under 6 minutes for the other expunge. Tartarus, I think that one's called. The other one doesn't have a timer. Or the other one doesn't have a timer. You have to get under a or it doesn't have a challenge that you have to get under a certain time frame to get a challenge done, luckily. If this thing becomes taken in the middle of this fight, I'll actually be impressed. Also, this helps with the shotgun stuff. one this time. It's right closer. Taking snipers are a pain in the ass to deal with though. Because they have that like backlash thing. Like if you kill them, they hit you back. Where's the other one? Oh, thanks for that. Thank you for that. I didn't need the boost, but you gave me the boost. I think next time next one I'm gonna do, I'm gonna definitely do it with a different bubble shield. Yeah, this is annoying and I'm done with it. Ooh.
Can you feel that? The threads of night unraveling as if a veil is being lifted. The network is laid bare, its threads converging on... What is this?
Mithrax, what's wrong? What do you see?
An infestation. I have found the Vex at the source of the endless night. Quria, the dreaming mind. Its code has been corrupted by taken magic.
Savathun. We've been played.
Quria has been commanding the other Vex, poisoning their minds, directing them at Savathun's will. The endless night is of Savathun's design.
It would seem the Witch Queen has outmaneuvered us. But perhaps she did not count on us seeing her hand so soon.
Then we strike now. Mithrax and I will lead forth. We bring the fight to Korea and crush it.
We cannot rush into this. We must find a safe route through the Vex domain where Quiria's hiding.
Any time we give is time for Savathun to scheme. No scheming, we shoot.
I know, Saint, but we have to be careful. Mithrax, will you report your findings to the Guardian back at the helm?
If that is your wish.
We will fight, and soon. But it will be on our terms, not hers.
Wow, whoever guessed that was correct. The Quria and Savathun are working together. Also, I guess that's the next upgrade. To get to open this chest. We don't have the upgrade yet. I guess we get it. I think we get it this week. We should be getting it at the end of this. Maybe. And like always, I'll be doing two more of these. Because why not? Just to make this longer. Surprised Mithrax isn't here himself.
I wish my news was not so grave. But I can confirm that it is the taken Vex mind Quria at the center of the simulation that plagues this city. Quria serves the Witch Queen Savathun. It is she who is responsible for the endless night.
Are you certain of your data? After all, Savathun is known for her deceptions.
Osiris, I did not know you had access to this channel.
I wish to confer with you and the Guardian privately.
The Splicers feel Quaria's spirit. Hollow, calculating, taken. It lurks between realities as a blade between carapace plates. There is no mistake.
How did you miss this?
In the same way it went unseen by the mighty Osiris.
If my experience and wisdom can aid you in Quaria's capture, you may have it.
Capture. Quaria is discordant and must be exorcised if the great machine's sky is to shine again.
The things we could learn were we to capture it. Think, Mithrax.
Dangerous. Ambitious. Assume capture is successful. Captivity would prove difficult. Safer to eradicate.
I will confer with Ikora to find us the best course of action.
Of course. Mithrax observes the city's guidance. You and the Guardian speak with Ikora. Elixni will continue to refine a strategy.
Ooh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Ooh, wait. The Crown of Sorrow. Literally, Osiris has the Crown of Sorrow. So, since I haven't done the Smugglers, the Crown of Sorrow was on the Glycon. Osiris wants to get the crown and hide it away in the city. If he gets Quaria and the crown, I have a feeling that's... The thing about that is, what I'm scared of is that the whole thing about Osiris being corrupted might be correct. Especially since he wants the crown. Sorry about that, someone decided not to shut my door. Alright, back to what I was saying. Before I was interrupted. The whole thing about Osiris being corrupted is slowly becoming true at this point. Because, yeah. The way this is sounding, he literally is getting the crown, but the crown's already a bad news. The crown's bad news. Trying to capture a Vex mind probably isn't a good idea, considering that failed multiple times back in Curse of Osiris. The whole thing about him, yeah. Osiris is being really weirder than usual. Yes, he's weird and he likes experimenting on stuff, but this is really weird and really suspicious. Mithrax and Osiris tell you that Qoria, the Dreaming Mind, is the dark force at the center of the Vex network. Osiris plans to confer with Ikora on the best course of action, while Mithrax refines the strategy. They will both depend on you and the power of your newly enhanced Splicer abilities. You should report these findings to Ikora. There we go, now I just need 2 of these. I need this one, 2 more upgrades, and this whole thing's upgraded. 18. Soon to be more.
Tells me it is a very nice day. I'm ready for reassignment.
This must be the scene that was in the trailer, I'm guessing, of the season. This must be the scene that was in the trailer of it.
There is hope for humanity yet. Guardians such as you.
You would think we would see more changes, but there's not too many. And a new chest plate. I've been rocking the new Monarchy one for a while, which I'm starting to not like the new Monarchy, considering they're trying to overthrow freaking the Vanguard.
I need reports.
Before I talk.
I require assistance, not questions.
You're right here. Of course you're gonna talk to Ikora soon.
Guardian, be vigilant. We must consider our discovery of Savathun to be part of her plan. Perhaps she means to sow fear and suspicion among us. I won't allow her to drive us apart. When the time comes, I'll put a spear of light through the Witch Queen's heart myself. For now, I'm overturning all hidden records and full archival access to Osiris, but no one else. Lakshmi claims the Vanguard suffers from a lack of transparency. If she had access to our records, she'd cherry-pick whatever details were necessary to ground her prophecies. I need people I can trust to be objective. Some of our records on Savathun are fabricated truths, I'm sure. But in those lies are the strategies she used to topple the Dreaming City. History won't be repeating itself here. Continue your Splicer training with Mithrax. Use it to root Savathun's minions out. We'll reassess the situation when we've located our target.
Ikora's voice is grim as she explains that Koria's presence in the Vex network means that Savathun, the Witch Queen, is behind the Endless Night. When the time's come, I'll put a spear of light through the Witch Queen's heart myself. For now, I'm turning over all hidden records and full archival access to Osiris, but no one else. Continue Splicer training with Mithrax. Use it to root Savathun's minions out. We'll reassess the situation when we locate our target. So okay, so we don't have that cutscene yet with Osiris and Ikora looking over the edge. That was in the trailer. I guess we're getting close to that scene though. I think either next week or the week after that we'll probably get that scene.
How much is that gonna cost? I need your attention one moment. I just can't keep using this. The recipe's not the same, you know? I have to feed my family. How much is that? Are you settling into your new place okay? Come on and check this out. How much is that?
People of the Last City, I come to you with an emergency announcement. One that Vanguard leadership wishes to keep from you. Future War Court has learned from Guardian sources that the Endless Night is the work of the Hive God of Deceit, Savathun. This is a grave development, but we cannot give in to despair. Instead, let it propel us to action. We must demand accountability from Vanguard leadership. We cannot allow Zavala and Ikora Ray to sell our city to the fallen white.
Enough! This is Ikora Ray. I will not stand by while this hateful rhetoric goes unchallenged. I understand it's hard to put the violence of the past behind us. But the Vanguard's responsibility is to preserve a just peace. Not for some, but for all. Lakshmi would have you live in fear. Fear of the Elixni. Fear of the future. But I propose something much stronger. Faith. Faith that bravery is not just a human quality. Faith that we are stronger together. Faith that the Vanguard and our Elixni allies will break the Vex hold on our city. And we'll do it united, as one, for the good of all.
Damn. She laid into Lakshmi there. Holy shit. Good on you, Ikora. About time. About time.
Warrior lurks at the center of this false night. All threads leading to it are dark and thick, covered in black oil. Your Splicer mastery has been growing. The great machine is unknowable, but I believe it acts with purpose. Just as we must act with purpose now. To find a way to reach Queria and end it. Sacred Splicers must see the invisible machinery at work around us to understand its beauty and flaws, and our place within it. I think of my light as a torch, a beacon. Yours, though, I see as a weapon. I say this with respect. From what I know of the Great Machine, it would not create a weapon without needing to use it. Queria will be your target. Be ready, for there is no doubt it is.
The force at the center of the Vex network, it has a name, Queria. Mithrax pledges to use his abilities as a sacred splicer to search through the Vex domain until he finds its lair. He tells you he imagines his light as a beacon, something to use to guide others through the darkness of the world. He believes you were given your light to use as a weapon, and Queria is to use it. Probably have another, yep. Yep. Lore book entry that we're gonna look at real fast before we do these next two. You haven't gotten it yet, we're about to get it. She went face to face with Lakshmi here. And then now she really went face to face with her on the comms. Like, god damn, she laid into her. And she's like, enough of this bullshit. This is what we want to do. I'm slightly confused, but I kind of get what's going on. So I don't know if this is a human or this is an elixir, but someone has. It looks like someone's infected. Someone's definitely infected with a hive worm. I have a feeling this has to do with Savathun. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if this is an elixir because it said new arms are too thin. And I have a feeling that's like the lower arms, like it's a elixir growing back their lower arms. Because I think they can do that. But I'm actually really confused of what this means. Or this is like a human or something. Like, I'm really confused. But definitely this is someone in the city is infected with a worm. So that's not good. That's not good at all. But no. It's within the city walls, so yikes. So I'm gonna do the last two overrides, and then I'll end it. Things are getting quite interesting though. I have 2 more upgrades, and then that's it for that. Had something digging into my ankle. Didn't feel good. Ow, it's still digging into my ankle. God damn it.
Tactics the Titans come up with never cease to amaze me.
Let me look at this again. I might do this since it's something different. Yeah, there it is.
Remind me to research his governance customs. I want to know who's in charge.
What does this do? Gain ability energy when you're damaged, critical.
Blink, patch me into Misrax.
There you go. I need to do something about the current one that I have in my vault. There we go. Alright. Then you equip this to Sonic actually? Because why not? I haven't really used used it that much, so I'm gonna use it. Okay, let me see my progress real fast. I'm checking a few things before I continue. Precision grenades. Precision grenades. Still 17. 20%. 10%. That will be done soon. I'm again I'm really curious of where the story's gonna go now, because some people guessed correctly. I'm really curious about that lore entry there, and I'm really curious about if Osiris really is corrupted.
Couria's presence in the network proves that Savathun's plan is deeper than we imagined. Her endgame is inconceivable even to the Vex.
Also, that's the neat line for Osiris to say. Also, Saint's really into destroying this landmine. And destroying Savathun.
Feed it into the terminal to crash the system.
If it looks me it has a worm in them, then that is going to ruin everything.
The terminal, our incursion will fail. Repel their assault.
It's going to ruin everything. In terms of, it's like, it looks freaking action is gonna come in and say, the Lukni have brought the god into our wall type shit.
Disrupt the passcode
And that's gonna
sequence and
suck.
continue the splice.
I bet there is someone it's Mithrax that's infected too. I'm like, it doesn't make any sense considering that lore book said new arms. He has all old arms, so that's not true. Has to be some kind of gray if it is. Yeah, like
the Vex will endure as many casualties as necessary to keep the vortex closed.
A sacred splicer must feel the Vex as you feel the light. I sense a hidden doorway nearby. Enter and secure the data.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about with that, with what was revealed there.
Judging by the Vex response, your fancy Splicer glove is working. Keep at it.
The only also, I'm doing this up now. I think I got all my thoughts out.
Disrupt the passcode to keep the splice alive.
I think I got all my thoughts out for the story of what's coming and what I think about it. So I know I'll get back to E3 and all Halo stuff. First, E3. I feel like E3 was kind of weird this year considering they only allowed certain people to actually co-stream it. Because apparently if you didn't get permission and you co-streamed it, you're at risk for DMCA shit. And I'm not even going to get back into that because that's... DMCA is so bullshit. I get it, but it's outdated as all hell. It's outdated since the freaking old-ass box computers. Like, box... Like, where this monitor of the computer is a box. That's like... Big old yikes for that. Back to Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite. Ooh,
A final surge of data will force it into being.
I'm playing that shit day one. If I get that. If I have an Xbox Series X by the time Halo Infinite drops, I'm playing that shit day one. And I'm streaming that shit. I'm streaming that whole shit. Campaign will probably be on hold because I bet you have to pay for that separately. I'm curious how much the campaign's gonna be, considering they separated the campaign and multiplayer, so I'm curious whether... It better not be $60 or super cycle, because you should not have to pay that much for a campaign that's only 10 missions long or 15 at the most. Even then, the missions, some missions aren't that long, so yeah. So the game better be like 40 at most. Campaign. Especially if when you pair it again, it's free. Battle Pass seems to be... Okay, it seems you do have to pay for the Battle Pass for Halo Infinite. But, big ol' but, you don't miss your chance. Like how Halo, Master Chief Collection has it, you won't miss anything if you miss the season pass of the previous season will stay there.
I can feel the Vex mind stirring. It is aware of your presence. Prepare for its violence.
It'll stay there, so you can hop between battle passes if you wish to get a mixture of different things. But also, this includes the samurai armor. The samurai armor that they added, and a few other pieces of armor will still be will be earned in game. Those ones are not. There will be a good set of armor that's not in the battle pass that you just earn by playing the game. So that's a good thing too. I have a feeling the battle pass is mostly gonna be skins, visors, like armor skins, like gloss and stuff, visors, and like some like minor stuff. I see the stuff that you earn and grab and actually apply are going to be like the armor pieces and stuff like that.
The Witch Queen's presence in the network, but I did not. Her spies could be anywhere.
One thing to mention of Halo Infinite that's really curious. One of the Spartans you see in the trailer has one whole red arm, and then the rest of his armor is black. I'm curious if you can, how much you can actually change the colors of your Spartan. Can you change them by like arm, body, leg, stuff like that? Because if that's so, that's really cool. That you can like have like one arm one color, another arm a different color, the body a different color. And apparently, like, where you can place your emblems. Oh yeah, the Battle Pass will probably affect emblems too. But even so, it shouldn't affect them too much. Or, like, emblems will be on the Battle Pass.
Nothing can save these machines from your life. Destroy them!
Another thing to mention, what was it? Yeah. I hope, from what I've heard, it sounds like you can put the emblem, like, on multiple different spots in your body. I think that's what they mean. If they don't, then I guess I'll be corrected, but it sounds like you can either put it on your shoulder, put it on your chest, like stuff like that. And if you can do that, that's really cool. Different spots to put your emblem instead of a set spot. And Halo is finally applying stuff that other games have applied, including this one, where you don't need, when you're in multiplayer, you don't need, you're not forced into being red or blue. You actually get, in team battles, you actually get to rock your regular colors. And they're adding a new Warthog. They're adding a Warthog that carries objectives, carries weapons on the back of it. And you can sound the back of it. Kind of like a rally hog, but better.
Impressive work, Guardian. But beware
It's really better.
of Sabathun. Those who wield the darkness are no doubt more susceptible to her machinations.
Darkness in hand and darkness in heart are not the same. True valor cannot be turned.
You worship the trouble, but condone the use of darkness. How very convenient.
Great houses destroyed. made refugees in a foreign land. Nothing is convenient for Elixni.
She is being really suspicious and being really, and she is really being a bitch about this whole thing. She needs to shut the hell up at this point. Ashmi needs to shut the hell up. The fact that there's a warthog that can carry objectives and carry people on the back of it, like, pretty much it's a way better scout hog. Also, instead of, like, just having vehicles set on the map, oh wait, here we go. Enter the exit to defeat the system mine. You have acquired the corrupted access Splicer gauntlet upgrade from the Mithrax in the House of Light. With the corrupted access upgrade acquired, defeated combatants may now drop corrupted key codes and needed to unlock corrupted conflux chests found at the end of corrupted expunge missions. Corrupted conflux chests contain seasonal wards and can be upgraded to give out more wards, better gear, including high stat armor and double perk weapons. With the voluntarily exploit Splicer gauntlet upgrades, which can now be acquired in the Splicer server. Wait. Curious about this one. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. I might grind that off stream. That's gonna be definitely grinded off stream, if anything. But like I said, back to Halo. Oh, interesting. All of them are corrupted. Oh, not yet. This one's not corrupted yet. And I'm gonna probably wait to do that when I have all three of those are corrupted. So I can do one of them at a time. Also, another difference, they have a pelican that comes in and drops vehicles down throughout the game, which is actually kind of cool. So that's neat. I don't know if the maps still start with vehicles, so yeah. Valhalla looks like it's coming back, but it looks bigger in some ways, so I'm curious if they opened up that wall. And I'm curious if they're gonna bring in Blood Gulch as well.
I never thought Savathun was strong enough to corrupt the Vex. We must shut down the network to limit her reach.
Considering Orcs managed to corrupt the Vex a little bit, but not too much, Savathun being able to do more is not too surprising. Also, this was in the lore. You know. I don't know if that mind was always under her control, or when it went under her control. I think it, I already forgot how to pronounce the freaking mind's name. The Vex mind.
Vex yield a ripe source of data. Feed it into the terminal to crash the system.
The Vex mind. Korea. It seems that she's been under Savathun since Forsaken, from what, and that's why the Dreaming City's in this loop, because they're using the Vex abilities to put it in this loop in its own way. So it's a mix of Korea's abilities and that witch's abilities that's at the end of the Shattered Throne.
Vex know you've hacked them. They're on their way to anti-hack you. Defend the terminal.
No one's gonna help me with the champion? Now you help. Thank you for that.
A new layer of security. Escalate access
I'm
by
kind of
overriding
surprised
the
that
passcode.
last week when Iron Banner was a thing, I did do it. I'm kind of surprised that I didn't get hateful messages like I did last time. Like a while back, people were getting pissed at me, or at least this one dude did. That the way I was playing Iron Banner, they said I shouldn't be playing. Even though recently I literally got second place on my team, won. And I'm pretty sure the dude that was arguing with me was lower than me on the scoreboard. Either that, or that was one game, and he clearly hasn't seen the other one. And the fact that he's taking Iron Banner so seriously is kind of sad, considering if you compare Iron Banner to Trials is worse. So he must have been a Trials player. If he's ragging on me that much about Iron Banner. Because he's seriously trying too hard. And last time I checked, it's not. At the time, there was a competitive playlist, and there technically still is with survival. And survival is technically the competitive part, besides trials of Crucible, of the Crucible, so the fact that he said Iron Banner, last time I should take Iron Banner more seriously, I'm like, last time I checked, this is not survival, and this is not trials, so I can take Iron Banner as seriously as I want last time I checked. You can't control how I play Iron Banner, and if you're mad that we lost, and you're blaming your teammates for it, I understand if, like, someone did really bad, but it's not always their fault. Sometimes the enemy team uses cheap bullshit to win. Or you get spawn killed half the damn time because some of the spawns are really shitty. So, instead of complaining about a game that's always win or lose, there's no win, there's no way you get really a win. Unless you're a tryhard, you really shouldn't be complaining about freaking Iron Man. And you shouldn't be ragging on your teammates for doing bad.
We need One more batch of
Unless you're
data,
trying
then
hard.
you
So that
can
clearly
jump into the
probably meant
infect's
he was
brain
trying.
space.
The fact that he was getting mad at me for losing a match and I don't care about my KD. I don't care if I actually did bad on that Iron Banner. I probably got. That was so long ago. I probably got a lot of bullshit handed to me on that in that game, in that match. So that was probably the reason. And I'm not saying that I'm good or anything. I'm just saying I seen some bullshit happen in Iron Banner. Especially now with Stasis. Even with Stasis nerfs, you can still get a bunch of bullshit. Like there's times where I used my super and I immediately get killed. You know, when you have your super, you're supposed to be somewhat.
I sense the Vex mind. It lashes
You
out
somewhat have a
with
stronger
like
shield, but
desperation.
apparently you don't.
They are coming for you.
Or like, or I hit the use my super button, but it doesn't activate for some reason. Or I try to throw a grenade and my character refuses to throw the damn grenade. Or I throw it and it doesn't exist anymore, because I see my character doing the animation to throw, but the grenade doesn't exist. And I shotgun some people straight in the face and they just take it like a champ with no damage, so apparently I'm shooting blinks. At the time. And like I said, this is during Iron Banner, so yeah.
The splice is complete. Enter quickly.
The addition of splicing to the Guardian's arsenal makes them unstoppable. No machine can stand in our way now.
Well, we still have Coria. We still have to deal with Coria, so not entirely true. I wonder if she's actually going to be the boss of this season. Like, are we actually going to fight her in the end of the season, or is it a calm before the storm type of thing? Where we don't fight her yet, but we fight like someone that. It sounds like we're gonna fight her at the end of the season. If we do, that's gonna be one. I wonder how. I think she's a Hydra.
Crush these poor machines so we can leave this
I think it's a Hydra, so I don't know if how that. Unless we're just guessing it's a Hydra and it's actually a unique design. So I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens when we fight Coria, because that actually is a connection to it. Also, this got leaked, but I'm gonna mention it anyway, and I guess I'm gonna change a few things. But it's not, and this is kind of worrying about Osiris too. But it sounds like next season is going to be called Season of the Lost. And we're going back to the Dreaming City, it sounds like. And we may be able to finally break the curse over the Dreaming City. Maybe. If Coria is really behind the curse anyway. Because the Dreaming City was mentioned. Ikora did mention the Dreaming City, so. Also, what was awesome. Or again, another possibility that was also teased earlier in the season was Mara returning, so we might see Mara next season if Mara becomes a bender, that will actually be bad. I went through him. I went through the Hydra, if you guys just saw that. Even though I was supposed to make contact with it. If Mara becomes a bender, that would be kind of cool. I kind of hope so, or at least she's gonna be some kind of pinpoint in the next season. Because I think what we heard is Mara is coming back. I think that was leaked that Mara is coming back. And it was teased in the transmissions, if you remember, back in Season of the Hunt. And then I think in the lore books, Mara engaged the triangle ships, and nothing happened. Like, she couldn't stop them, so, it sounds like she is on our side still. It doesn't sound like she's gonna be, against us. So, what I'm hoping, so we're gonna team up against the triangle ships. Forward.
Enjoy your victory, but remain vigilant. The Vex are but a part of Savathun's final plan.
The Witch Queen is dangerous, but she is no match for the great machine.
You're right, Splicer. The light is the key to victory.
The way he said that was kind of suspicious. The way he said that was really kind of suspicious there. But like I said, if Mara returns next season, if that's all true, apparently Aldrin is gonna be there with her. Or is gonna finally run into her, and that will be interesting. That whole meetup between Crow and Mara is gonna be interesting if Mara does return next season. And like I said, it sounds like she's still on our side, considering she's trying to fight the Black Fleet herself. I'm excited for what's coming in this season. I'm excited for next season, Witch Queen. I'm definitely excited for. And I'm excited for later this year. We finally got a release date for Halo Infinite, and I'm gonna definitely play that shit. I'm playing that multiplayer. I don't know if it's just for the Series X, but if it is, then I'll have to get one. Also, I hope we go back to the EDZ at some point. Maybe in Witch Queen we could do, along with Old Chicago, if that is confirmed. But yeah, I hope we go back here. We only went back here for the Hawk Moon, and that's about it. And we went back here for the Battlegrounds. We went back here for Wrathborn Hunts, and now a few other things. We went back here for the Wrathborn Hunts, but that's about it. And of course we went here twice now. We went here for last season. We're here for one of the overrides, but that's about it. So, yeah. It's interesting because, like, I remember Mithrax saying if he could team up with the Hive, he kind of would. If the Hive were reasonable. And I bet he regrets that now, considering the Hive's... the Witch Queen is causing them this night. He regrets saying that now. curious about some. First this. Still missing this. How much more? Not that much more. How many more of these? I got 6 more to unlock. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. Almost 2 hours. That's actually pretty. Yeah. I'm worried about Osiris. Corey. The person was right about Coria and Savathun being behind the Endless Night. I forgot who on YouTube had that. But, so yeah. I wonder if we don't actually face Coria at the end of the season. That lore book is kind of suspicious on whether or not the Elixir a human that's corrupted by a worm that's in the city. So that's worrisome. And then Ikora, Lakshmi, the whole Vanguard Elixir ordeal. That's getting more and more intense, so yeah. I'm curious what next week has for us. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh yeah, right. Like I said, streams gonna take a little backseat for a little bit. Might be back later this week. We'll see. Because I have to see how much I can get my room done. Because like I said, I'm moving rooms to a bigger room. So yeah. Hopefully that's better for me. So yeah. Stream's gonna be iffy for this week. I'll probably be back this weekend, if anything. With either more Resident Evil, depending on if I have Game Pass back, or something else. We'll see. Hell, maybe I'll bring Yakuza back. Which I will bring Yakuza back at some point. There's a lot I need to do. Hell, Viva Piano, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, Master Chief Collection, I don't know. Okay. That's later. For now, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.